last night.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, so like you guys messaged us last night, and like I woke up at like 4 a.m, and I was like, oh yeah, we missed that, boys. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
We had a backup. Episode.
I figured you did, but I was just like, I told Cass this morning, I was like, I'm sorry, but like 10:30 hits, and if I don't have something planned, I'm out. I'm done. So yeah, I was out of it. So
all right,
as you guys hear, we did not make it to the Mimics episode last night because we fell asleep.
Nope. So this week's episode of True Crime on Tap is Hometown Haunts 2. So we ran through the rest of the Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire area of Wisconsin's haunted places, some of our own stories, and then we even read some fan write-ins too. Cool. We read like 5 or 6. Cassie's got a shit ton more. We're gonna have to save them for Hometown Haunts 3. But what we're asking for people to do now is tell us where you're from and some of your own hometown haunts, and then we'll start breaking into other people's towns, states, cities.
I got a couple for you. I'll send over.
Do you?
Oh nice. Yeah, do it. This place over here, Central Illinois, it's got a lot of haunted places. Yeah, last night we went. I had my first ever father-daughter dance.
I saw that,
and I mean, she's 2, my daughter. So like, it wasn't like a whole full-blown thing. But we had a good time, man. Me and her both were so tired afterwards. Like, that child had me going back and forth, up and down. Like she was doing the Casper slide, and I sent the video out, but she gets to the part where they're like, hands on your knees. I was like, don't do that part. And she goes down, like puts her hands on her knees. I was like, oh, damn it. So, cause she was just watching. She was trying to do what everybody else was doing. And
yeah, you guys looked like you had a good ass time.
It was a lot of fun.
You even made a shirt for it.
Yeah. The shirt was pretty fun. So like, yeah, I did a caricature of one of our other shirts or one of our other pictures, put it on there with the daddy daughter. I was going to wear it today, but I was all sweaty because I was sweating in that place last night. It was packed. So, but we had fun. And
yeah. Why is it always like every dance it's almost like they turn the heat up?
Oh, I know. It's crazy. And it's in this gym, we're in this gym anyway. So, those are going to be, hot. And I told like before we left, cause I get real bad anxiety for these things, especially stuff that I've never done before. And so like Marissa could tell, she was like, you don't want to do this, do you? I was like, absolutely not. But I was like, I just kept asking Etta if she wanted to do it, and she did. So we went, and it ended up being really fun. Like we stayed, I was like, we got an hour and then we're getting out of there, And yeah. I ended up staying closer to an hour and a half, and we still got out of there a little early, but she's 2. She was getting tired by 7:30. She was getting super tired. So we got out of there. She came home and watched her tablet. I like fell asleep in the chair, and Marissa had to wake us both up to get us to bed. So it worked.
So this week I am representing Hiroshi Tanahashi. I have his retirement shirt.
I love it.
So again, this is like 60 episodes. I've never worn the same shirt twice. We're still going hard. Growing up as poor as I did, and I only had 5 shirts, and I just had to cycle them through the 3 pairs of pants I had, to not like wear the same thing all the way every week, to going to having over 100 shirts and still only 2 pairs of pants.
I was going to say the pants stayed the same, but
pants stayed the same. But I figured before we get into the news and rumors, and no game this week, everybody. I have so much news and rumors, there was just no time to fit in a game unless we're going to sit here for 2 hours.
All right, we got to do our news and rumors, then we'll spin the wheel, and it's Super Bowl Sunday, so we'll get out of here. And we had a big week in WWE this week. I thought it was a very good week, but we'll I think next week we can really dig into some of this. Some of the stuff that's happened, but I think we'll have more answers next week. I think we're going to get more answers coming into this week on a lot of that stuff.
I got some predictions coming up for this week.
Let's talk. We'll talk about that. But we got something to do first. So,
the lead singer of Three Doors Down, which is one of my wife's favorite bands. I really like them a lot. They were the band of our childhood. Like that was our tween era.
My teenage era, Away from the Sun.
Your teenage.
Yeah, Away from the Sun. It got me through some rough stuff. That album still has a really special place in my heart, which goes to my shirt today. But I was going through it back then, and I just listened to that album over and over and over. I loved it. So I'm gonna probably have to listen to that in the next couple of days too. Just pay homage to Brad Arnold.
Yeah. Yeah, and Loser was my favorite song.
Oh, that's a good song. Kryptonite was always my favorite. Even though I loved Away from the Sun, Kryptonite was my favorite song.
Yeah, and I just found out, like, he wrote that when he was in middle school.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But we'll do a proper number 12, Irish Apple. Just too young, 47 years old.
When I heard that, I was like, God, first of all, I was shocked that he was only 47. Second of all, that's just too young, man. Way too young. So
he was somebody that if your kids are listening to his music, you don't have to like. He was just a God-fearing good guy.
You didn't have to censor him. A lot like Creed and Alter Bridge and some and
he gave
Metalingus.
Alter Bridge.
Yeah, Alter Bridge and Creed and which Alter Bridge is just Creed without Scott Sapp, but and then he had like Three Doors Down, and they were good quality music, and they could rock when they walked. It was a softer rock normally, but they could go. They had some good
the
music.
Lyrics were deep, is what matters to me more than most things.
So
he was a very good lyricist.
So to him,
I'll even do the tappy thing that you do.
To Brad Arnold. That's a tough one, man.
Okay, so I'll say this. Now I've had regular proper number 12.
Yeah.
And that I think I'd rather like wear really tight underwear and run around the block until I get sweaty and then wring out the sweat into a shot glass and drink that over proper number 12.
Wait, you've never done that?
No, proper number 12 Green Apple. I didn't even cough.
See, I'm the other way around, man. I do not like the Green Apple.
Really?
No.
No, that one actually, I don't mind that.
I do not.
I don't mind that at all.
See, I'm more of a Thule guy here. Name my dog and my favorite Irish whiskey.
Yeah. Remember, I tried that shot on the show, and I was like, "That's really freaking good."
I love me some Thule Dew.
All right, let's crack into this week's news and rumors.
Oof.
All right, we're coming out swinging right away. Per Fightful Select, Chris Jericho is still listed on the AEW roster page, and that's an indicator he's still under contract with AEW. His deal is apparently not up yet, for whatever reason that may be. So he is still technically... Dude, this highlighter worked until the show started. Are we joking right now? I'm cursed. I'm cursed with highlighters, dude. See, is yellow going to work for me? Yellow's working. All right. So, all this speculation. Jericho's going to show up at the Rumble, which I had said already. Like, he's on tour with Fozzy. No, he's not. All this stuff. But now it's like he's not in the alumni section on the roster page. He's still on the active roster page. So I wonder, there is, you can take some speculation towards, like, did he quietly re-sign with them?
That could be. I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, it's I as much as I love speculating and having fun with this stuff, it's also kind of like we don't know anymore, and everybody's trying to do a swerve, and everybody's trying to, get over on the next guy. So you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Just along for the ride. Buckle up.
Yep.
All right, this is like it's gonna be like a 4 or 5 parter here, but we'll start it here. Dave Meltzer.
Oh, that's worse than an
said
apple.
from. Oh, I know. Said from what he heard. So, what he was talking in a mirror. There was no compelling reason that Ava left WWE, but rather she simply didn't want to do it anymore. This was my 2 cents that I had to write down so I didn't forget it. I still think it has to do with politics and more than likely not being able to talk about not agreeing with our current administration. Point being, her comments on the Charlie Kirk stuff and her immediately posting, "Now that I can say this, fuck ICE."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dave may not be wrong, but he definitely isn't right on this one. You know what I mean?
No. And we'll get more into, I have some more on this here. If you let me. Booker T claimed on his podcast this week that Ava's exit from WWE as NXT GM came as a big surprise to most people. So it wasn't like she was planning, or maybe she was planning, but she kept it close to the vest. The Observer, another fucking Dave Meltzer, Dave Meltzer says Ava's decision to deactivate her X account was a personal one and not through any pressure from anyone at WWE. Well, if you haven't noticed, it seems like X is very much more right-leaning than left or even. So when she posted that stuff, I'm assuming she probably just got attacked from like left, right, and center, and she's like, you know what? This is like a window to my house, and you're yelling at me. I'm just going to shut the window.
Yeah.
So that's the way I see it.
You know, it's hard to say which way any of these. I would say this. I have noticed that recently, X, which I spend quite a bit of time on, has shied things more towards a conservative view or a MAGA view, if you will. But I don't know that the users are that way. I just feel like the algorithm points things that way more so.
That's and that's what I'm getting at. It's more like the algorithm. And then the last little bit we have on Ava here, Brian Alvarez, one of the most trustworthy guys next to Dave Meltzer.
He's top two. He's top two for that company in trustworthiness.
Brian Alvarez was told. So not standing in front of a mirror, right, Brian?
Nope, he was told.
Was told that one big reason Ava left WWE is because she thought they gave her a lowball contract offer. This has happened with others in NXT who also decided to leave WWE when they weren't given a raise.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Well, her dad is a fucking billionaire, so I really
that's why I don't believe that. You know what I mean? She's doing just fine.
God damn it, this one shit out on me too now.
Yeah, you might be out of luck on them highlighters today, boss.
Damn, Rankins. I gotta buy some highlighters.
Let's get this guy some highlighters.
The green's not working either. Are we fucking joking here? You know how professional I am. Try to use this end here on this one. There we go. Alright, now I gotta find number 6. Number 6. Okay, here we go. Fightful Select said there was no real reaction within WWE to chants for Vince McMahon at the Royal Rumble's post-show, and that there are zero plans for him to come back in any capacity.
Interesting.
So, if you didn't know, like, he was getting berated with those Vince McMahon chats. On top of other stuff. Alright, I guess I'm just not going to use a highlighter this week. Fuck. Alright, number 7. One of your favorite guys. Jonathan Coachman said on the Coach and Bro show that Roman Reigns' comments to Pat McAfee last week were a direct shot at Triple H. Vince Russo, the bro, who didn't ruin 2 companies, went farther, theorizing that the criticism actually came from The Rock and saying he's 1,000% convinced Triple H won't be in his current role, bro, by January 1st, 2027.
Well, I mean...
Did I fit enough bros in there?
Huh?
Did I fit enough bros in there? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's just... My problem with all that is, like, that could mean anything. You know what I mean? He could be taking on a bigger role in WWE. He could be... You know, it doesn't tell me anything. You know, and
no.
I did see, really quick, a thing out there. It was... it was some guy, it was some podcast, and then it was D'Lo Brown, and they asked if he thought that Vince Russo was a Hall of Famer. And he said yes. And I was like, oh no. I was like, that's dumb. Yeah, he said there's no attitude era without Russo.
How would we have ever had the Viagra on a pole match or anything on a pole match? How about Judy Bagwell on a pole match? That was good.
Yeah. Yep, but he said nope. He thought
dude gave himself the World Heavyweight Championship because he pissed Hogan off so bad by breaking kayfabe in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, like, yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying that D'Lo Brown believes that Vince Russo is a Hall of Famer.
Jesus. All right. For every good idea he had 3 bad ones. Anyway. The Observer says, even though Cody Rhodes is the biggest full-time star in WWE, the company views part-timer Roman Reigns as the current biggest star of all. How do you feel about that?
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Yeah. I've always agreed with that. I think you look at Roman and I think the needle moves so much more with Roman than it does with Cody. I think Cody is like a fan favorite, but I think that Roman is by far the biggest star in WWE. By far.
By far?
By far, yeah. I just and again, that doesn't necessarily. I look at it like this: Roman went from being the bloodline tribal chief, bad guy, kicking everybody up, to he is literally cheered now. You saw that reaction when he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I was surprised. I got pissed.
Yeah, I mean, just think of it like this: if Cody would have won the Royal Rumble this year, would it have been a bigger reaction?
It would have been booze.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and to me, that says like Roman comes back, and to the credit, I know he's only wrestling part-time and a few times a year, but every single time he comes around, it is huge numbers. And I feel like he's the biggest star. I'm not saying he's the most impactful. I don't think he's like the MVP of WWE, but I do think he's the needle mover in WWE.
When he shows up, WWE knows that they're going to get more views.
Right. And just the anticipation of him.
I can agree with that.
Just his anticipation. That's all. I still think Cody's MVP.
I wonder now.
Cody's QB1.
I wonder.
He's QB1.
Yeah. I wonder now, like, with Roman saying, like, I stepped back for 2 years, that whole thing that he basically buried creative in Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Does he stop being a part-timer now?
I do think you were going to get a more full-time run from Roman right now, and I think maybe it's only leading up to WrestleMania, and he'll go back down to whatever, but I think for at least a little while, we're going to get Roman most weeks, probably twice a week. So...
Because I saw comments about people saying they wished LA Knight would have won the Royal Rumble so Punk had somebody to feud with. And of course, somebody posted, what do you mean he's feuding with Roman Reigns? And then the next comment was, yeah, what is he going to do? Cut promos on himself every week? Because Roman's never there.
Yeah, but he has been. He was there. He was there.
Yeah, he showed up Monday.
Yeah,
he showed up Monday. And that promo was, oh my God.
That was
both
beautiful.
of them were hitting dingers.
It was good. Beautiful. And
it was great.
It was deep. There was like some deep cuts in there too, like the whole I shook your hand and you mocked me. That's a deep cut. Because I didn't even know that picture existed.
What did he say? Some Zebros bullshit?
Yeah, well that's you mentioned it. He said, Zebros. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it's going to fuel. I really like that he picked the person right away. I like that he picked Punk. For me versus you, I love that he picked Punk.
Yes,
because I'm a big Roman fan. So, and you're a huge
and
Punk
I'm
fan.
Obviously just look behind me. It's all Punk shit.
Right, and so for me versus you, I love that. But also, I just love that now we get to build these two, and there are two people who can absolutely move a promo now, and it's Roman and Punk, and it's gonna be good.
It definitely deserves to be main event night too, with that star power.
I agree because what we're gonna get out of the heavyweight championship, I don't think is gonna be as big, but I do hope we get a solid women's main event too, though.
Yeah, and what is I am gonna bury the lead a little bit.
Yeah.
Allegedly, at the Elimination Chamber, it's going to be CM Punk versus Finn Balor again. And all they did was basically say, it's going to be a good match, but Balor's going to lose because they're building so hard towards it. Punk Roman already.
Yeah, and I really do hate that.
Maybe a little too what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe too quick. They jumped on that. Maybe they should have waited until after Elimination Chamber and
yeah.
But I'm not if you ask Roman, he'll tell you what he thinks creative is.
Well, I get annoyed with that. I get annoyed when they do it, and I've mentioned it before. It's really frustrating when they essentially just hand you a meaningless match. Like, then don't do it.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Don't do it.
No, there's really not.
Like, let something
not unless
else.
They start including Finn into these promo battles.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if he interrupts and he
gets
involved,
why are you so sure you're going to be facing Punk?
Yeah,
you might be facing me.
But it's still you still look at it and you're like, Roman versus Finn or Roman versus Punk. What are you going to do? But
money's on Punk.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't do that stuff. I really do.
I agree. Now let's get into some AJ Styles news, which I have a couple on this big guy.
Okay.
Fightful Select says AJ Styles was a big topic within AEW at Dynamite last week, and the expectation is the company will pursue him if there is any opportunity there. They also made it clear that saying Styles very much had it his way as it relates to his retirement. So anybody that's, which I guess there's some people shitting on it, but I mean, we all kind of saw the writing on the wall. We called it months ago. We called it in fucking December that, Gunther, AJ Styles is going to be that third portrait on the wall for Gunther.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then let's see, adding on to it, sources in WWE told WrestleVotes that they believe AJ Styles is not done wrestling in at least some capacity. However, nobody in WWE or AEW seems to know what his next move will be. And if you didn't see it, which I'm assuming you didn't, because I usually have my finger on the pulse of podcasts a little more than
absolutely.
He was on Stephanie McMahon's podcast, and he said the reason that he took the gloves off and put them back on is because his second oldest son, he's actually training to wrestle. And he said, if there was any chance for me to ever tag with my son, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
So I'm done, but I'm done for now. I'm not done forever. So he answered that.
Yeah.
As politically as he could without going to AEW.
Yeah, I wish, again, that's another one of those scenarios that I wish there was a little bit more context when we saw it, because it just kind of left me a little weird. Put the gloves down. You know what I mean? Put them down. We all know you can come back if you want to. You didn't have to do that.
Well, that's another thing. AJ Styles said, has anybody ever retired and not come back?
Right. I mean, Ric Flair's retired 14 times. He's retired as many times as he's got championships.
I gotta text my wife. My battery's dying on the computer. I don't know why she didn't give me the charger. Yeah, give me 2 seconds here. While
I'll give you 3.
While I'm texting my wife. PW Insider says Nick Hogan was at the WWE Performance Center very recently. How are we feeling about that?
Whatever. We'll see. I don't care.
He is jacked. He's fucking jacked. Have you seen him?
I've seen him. Yeah, he's a beast. We've seen this story before with second generation people. Unless they are absolute breakout stars, it's hard for me to care.
Oh my god, my phone is not working. I will be right back.
Here, I can text her.
Yeah, text her. Tell her that laptop's dying.
All right, I got you.
Need charger. And then say he loves you. Also, add that part. Yeah, she'll really fucking run then. So while you're doing that, then I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see Nick Hogan. He would never be his dad. I think it wouldn't work. It just, I don't know what he would even do. What would his gimmick be? You're Hulk's son. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of that, allegedly, Ava's girlfriend was released like 3 weeks from WWE before Ava decided to leave too, and people are also speculating that might have something to do with it.
Wow. Okay.
So there was also that. I didn't write that down. I just actually saw that on a video this morning. But,
Okay. Yeah.
So there's also that.
That's another wrinkle. That's definitely a wrinkle. That
yeah,
that one I believe a little bit more than others.
And I don't think, especially if you're going to make the decision to leave WWE, the biggest wrestling company in the entire fucking world, I don't think it's one thing. I think this is the CM Punk thing, where it was a whole bunch of things that just finally, you were a volcano and it erupted. So,
and that's why I also don't necessarily disagree. Oh, God, this makes me sick to even say. Oh, I almost threw up in my mouth. I don't necessarily disagree with Dave Meltzer when he says that. God, I can't. I choked on those words. I'd rather have Malort chased by whatever I had last week, absinthe. I'd rather just take them back to back than ever say those words again. But I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that when he said that she just didn't want to do it anymore. Like, I don't disagree. Maybe I could understand that. I get that, not want to do it anymore. Right. That's the only reason you would ever leave a company like WWE, is if you just didn't want to do it anymore. But I think there had to be more surrounding that to really push her out.
And she was getting criticized not only by, like, I criticized her a little bit about not having very much charisma, but I mean,
I think she could handle
criticized left and right. She was getting the nepotism baby stuff. She was. So, and on top of that, your girlfriend gets fired, and you guys were working at the same place. You were happy. You know, you get a low ball offer. It's got to be the whole ball of yarn here. You know what I mean?
I think I'm going to give Ava a little bit more credit, and I'm going to say she's a big girl and she can handle criticism.
She stepped up at the end, which is what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't think the criticism played as much into it as people want. People want to feel more impactful than they are. They want to feel like, oh, we criticized her and that's why she left. No, that's not it. I mean, I don't believe it. Ava's stronger than that. She handles that. You step into the public eye, you're going to get criticism from somebody all the time. It's just going to happen. You're in the public eye, you know. So I can't think of anybody outside of like Mr. Rogers and Bob Ross who were in the public eye and didn't get credit. Even Miss Rachel. People criticize Miss Rachel.
Holy
the most wholesome individual.
If you want to get into that, Whitney Cummings is under fucking.
Oh, don't even get me started on her.
For that.
I got so I'm a big Daily Show fan on Comedy Central. I watch it. I've watched it since I was honestly since probably 2005.
That's been on since we were little. That's been on since we were little.
John Stewart, I watched it through him.
He's a huge wrestling fan too, so I'm.
Yes, he is. Trevor Noah, I watched it through him, and now I love watching what they're doing. They had Whitney Cummings on right after that, and I was pissed, and I was really pissed because I was like, "What? You're tone deaf if you put her on right now." Like what she did and the stuff she said. Just, I'm not saying you got to like cancel the woman. I'm not saying that.
No,
she apologized, and it was clearly foot in her mouth. She shouldn't have said it. It was stupid. Sure. But to put her on like the next week, I'm like, you guys gotta be smarter than that. Don't do that shit. So Whitney Cummings I'm still frustrated with her.
My daughter is a huge Miss Rachel fan. I believe yours is too.
Yeah, she is. Oh yeah, daughter, son, everybody.
Yeah, I still don't know what it is. I've never watched it, but my daughter talks about it. And at daycare, they have Miss Rachel on every day, so that's where I found out about what Miss Rachel was.
Yeah, she's good, man. She's legit. Miss Rachel's legit. She does like, she started out because her son had a speech delay. And so she started making videos for him. And then that turned into more. Her husband is a Broadway producer. And so like he wrote a lot of the songs and they've got a lot of people on there. Like one of the guys on there is from, used to be in Pentatonics. He's a cello player and beatboxer. Like I love him. So it's good stuff. It's wholesome stuff. People get mad at Miss Rachel because she takes a stand against things like children genocide and stuff like that. But I do too. Like if you're not against genocide, then you there's a problem with you, not her. So anyway, we're moving on. But I'm just saying, like, even Miss Rachel gets criticism, so I can't imagine that's the problem.
No, I found it very weird. All right, let's get back on track here. Fightful says Tommaso Ciampa's departure from WWE was an amicable. Oh fuck! This is one of those words I can't say right ever.
Amicable.
Amicable.
Yeah.
amicable one, and that was he was well liked in the company, so like nobody's mad about nobody,
Right.
And we saw Ciampa won that belt already, first match in.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm down with Ciampa. I'm happy for him. He got that great pop. He it's good business, man. It's good business.
CC for the save. You want to be on the camera for a second?
Oh, hold on, Ezzy, come here. I got mine too.
Yeah.
You want to say
I'll
hi?
have you up on my lap in just a second. Let me plug this in and save the show first.
Just got home.
You saved the show, CC. You did it.
I thought you were your mother, actually.
Why is it not charging? Here we go.
She's supposed to be here soon.
Really?
Yeah, actually, she should be here now.
All right, here. Gotta have you on my good leg.
She should be here.
Yeah, this is.
Here you go. Look at you're on the show.
Help! Come here.
Who's the best in the world?
Come say hi.
Oh, you are? What about CM Punk?
Say hello.
Me? I'm the best in the world? At what? Farting?
Yeah.
No?
Come on, give me too sweet.
Yeah, a little too sweet?
Too sweet.
Do it.
All right, go with your
No.
mother.
Too sweet.
That's what me and Rankins become friends was a too sweet.
Too sweet.
That's what happened too, remember?
This is head just picked
One
up.
day we hit the too sweet and then all of a sudden you weren't my hard ass boss anymore.
I know. I wasn't. I really never was. I come off that way sometimes.
All right, go with your mama.
Bye.
You can be on the next show, I promise. Gizmo, you can't be on the show.
Daddy's probably almost done with
You know
I
what we
don't-
should do one of these times soon?
All right.
Maybe even
What?
next weekend. I'd be down for it. We should do we should let CC and Ezra come on and whatever game we play, we should let them play with us.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll
Just make it-
dial something way down so that they can do it.
Yeah, we'll gear
Yeah.
it to them. Yeah, we'll gear it to them. That'd be fun.
Just pick her up, kid. You're bigger than her.
I don't want her struggling though.
You're bigger than her.
Gizmo, you gotta go too.
No, come on.
That's
Come
what I
on,
tell
stick
Ezra all the
tips.
time.
Let's go.
Come on.
Go on. Jesus. All right.
That's what I tell Ezra when he's dealing with Etta. Like, she'll tackle him. And I'm like, he's like, help me. And I'm like, get up. You're bigger than her. He's
It's
like,
yeah,
barely.
exactly. I want to know if you know who this guy is. The Wrestling Observer Live says Clark Connors has officially signed with AEW. Who the fuck is
No clue.
Clark Connors?
No clue. I'm going to look him up, though.
And piggybacking off that, Fightful Select says AEW has signed a lot of new talent that they haven't announced yet. In particular, Sean Ross Sapp, shout out to the Sapp, says there are additions to the women's roster coming fairly soon, which...
It's just a waste. Not
What's a
a waste to have women, but it's a waste for the women to go to AEW, I feel like.
Kinda, yeah, doesn't it seem that way?
It does. Until I watched that Blood and Guts match, then I was like, okay, they're doing right by them.
Yeah,
And
he has the talent. He just doesn't know how to fucking write for women. That's just me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Maybe that's
I
just
guess
my
I
opinion.
can't be critical. I can't truly be critical of him and his and the way they handle women wrestlers because I don't watch it enough to really be educated on that. So I should probably chill. Clark Connors looks like a mix between Shawn Michaels and Hangman Adam Page.
Huh. Well, apparently it's a
Yeah.
big deal. It was big enough for me to write it down. I was hoping you knew who he was, because I don't.
No clue, but he looks like a stud.
All right, cool. Well, it must be a good signing. This one, dude, this one's wild. Are you ready for this? 'Cause
Yeah.
I tried to huddle AEW stories as together as I could, which I'm going to try and do more.
Yeah, that helps.
Fightful said the reason Okada had the AEW International title in a bag on Collision was because the actual belt was stolen along with his gear.
That's crazy.
So they just had probably the tag title or something in a bag.
That's crazy.
Tell me that's wild.
That's crazy. I want to know who took that.
I know. Well, keep your eyes open on fucking eBay and what's the one I buy shit on? Mercari. look for it because that real
Oh,
one
what's
might
that?
be.
You gotta send me that. What's that?
You don't know what Mercari is?
No.
Oh my god, dude!
I
I
don't buy
get
things.
all of my wrestling stuff half
Yeah.
price on there.
Yeah, you got to send me that.
Some stuff that, if it's brand new, they're like, I know it's a $24 figure, but $52, and I got taken for a ride on my first Jon Moxley figure, but I never did it again.
Oh.
But a lot of my video games too, like for the PS Vita and stuff, I buy them on there for like $6.
That's crazy. Yeah, send me that.
Yeah, no, it's fuck eBay, dude. Fuck eBay, and Amazon can lick my sweaty taint. Mercari's where it's at.
I've had to do some eBay stuff recently, and I'm not very happy about it.
And Etsy too. I don't trust Etsy at all. I don't trust Etsy as far as I can throw it.
So I got Etsy for my crafting stuff, and I think I'm going to move on from that and do something
Mercari
different.
probably has it on there cheaper.
Well, I'm saying I sell stuff on there.
You could sell better on Mercari, I bet even.
Yeah, I could sell better a lot of places. I got to work on that. I just need the time to build it up. So
yeah, well, you should check that out. And I'm not sponsored by Mercari, but I will put them over every time I can, dude.
That's
I love
all right.
that.
We're not sponsored by anybody except for our wives.
Shit, dude. I'm surprised no alcohol has sponsored us yet. Nobody.
I think I'm gonna start tagging them and stuff. That's what I need to do. Whatever shots we do.
Every time we do a shot or we drink their beer on this show, we should be tagging them in it.
Yeah, we're gonna tag them.
Dave Meltzer notes that Kenny Omega is booked in Japan for a Capcom event related to Street Fighter VI during the week of AEW Revolution in mid-March, which raises doubts about his availability for the pay-per-view in LA. So he's probably not going to be on the show because he's going to be playing video games with his buds. And if I had to guess, if I had to bet, and I'm not a betting man, I would say I bet Xavier Woods is going to be there too.
I would, yeah.
I'd put money on it. All right. Sticking with AEW, even though AEW began promoting Will Ospreay's return on Dynamite, Dave doesn't make anything up. Meltzer says he won't be back anytime soon. Meltzer heard that, and who'd he hear it from? Probably himself in the mirror. That Ospreay will start very light training this month with the goal of returning in time for All In London in late August. However, a return by then even seems too quick given the nature of his neck surgery. So, I did find that extremely fast that they were promoting him already.
But look, man, Lindsey Vonn in the Winter Olympics here just tore her ACL, and she was skiing. I
saw that.
I think she got hurt the other day, but
is she the one that crashed on the skis?
Yeah,
that was bad, dude.
Yeah, and, you just tore your ACL.
What made me more mad
taking a break
is the camera just kept panning to everybody on her team and people in the crowd, and not fucking one person went to go help her as she just laid there in the snow.
I'm of the thought in this scenario where it's like, hey, you probably should just take a break. All right. I saw Lindsey Vonn in Eau Claire actually at one of the ski jumps. I don't know if it was Eau Claire, but it was right outside.
Was that at what is it called again? Crystal Mountain or what the
Yep, that big
again?
one. I don't know what it's called, but it's that big one out there. And
where they have tubing and everything else, snowboarding and shit. What was it? Is it Crystal Mountain or what? God, dude, what is that place called?
Somebody invited me out there. They were like, "Hey, let's go watch this ski jump." I was like, "That sounds like a horrible idea." And they were like, "Lindsey Vonn's going to be there." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I know it's cold outside." So
I went tubing there for an entire day, and dude, this is the most fun I've ever had. It's the biggest hill I've ever gone down.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wish we had something like it here.
I wish I knew what it was called. I want to say it's
Crystal
Crystal Mountain, but I might be wrong.
I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Some more AEW news. Look at me being AEW heavy for once. So there you go, Marks. Quit saying I'm just a WWE fan. Dicks. One claims there has been a lot of talk about AEW signing the Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics in WWE, after Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee dropped their TNA Knockouts tag team titles on Impact's AMC debut and left the promotion completely. I think that's the only obvious place that they're gonna go is AEW.
Yeah.
That's the next step up. They went WWE to TNA, made a fucking name for themselves, and proved that they are that good and some. And I don't think WWE should ever get rid of them anyway. It was a terrible idea.
I don't either.
Especially with the tag division being where it's at. Yeah, I think AEW is the next place to go.
I will say this. I will say if we could get a pretty deadly iconic smash up, I would be very happy.
Would they not have had great backstage segments?
Yeah. And I just feel like they could have even been in like a little bit of a little stable, the four of them.
Yeah. All right. So we're a little over halfway. Actually, we're quite over halfway, but let's do this last shot because I don't have a real spot for us to stop at.
So mine is apple pie, homemade in this home, nobody else's.
I have, and I've done some of their shots on here before, but they have so many. Revel Stoke, crackberry. So good it's like crack, apparently.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. I'll tell you, this bottle's been sitting there for a little while, and we opened it up the other day, and as you can see, we've made quite the dent. My head's been hurting for a couple days, so here we go.
If there was ever a whiskey brand that wanted to like sponsor our show, though, Revel Stoke, dude, seriously, you guys kick ass with all of your different flavors, and you haven't had a bad one yet.
Okay, well, looks like
this
we
one
got
smells
our first
pretty good.
TikTok on for a company.
Okay.
Here we go.
A Revel Stoke, baby.
Man, that's
oh
good.
My god, dude, that's like candy. That's dangerous.
Yeah, Revel Stoke is good.
That's fucking dangerous.
Whew.
I can't keep that in the house. I only got like a third of a liver left. It'll be fucking gone. I get out of that.
You'll be all right.
All right.
No liver, no problem.
I'm from Wisconsin. We're all right. We're okay.
I did my old fashioned with oranges today. I didn't. Marissa did.
All right. Here we go. Because Adam Copeland has wrapped up filming his new TV show, there has been some speculation that he might return to AEW next week with Christian Cage as the wild card team against the Young Bucks and the Rascals in the #1 contender match to earn a title shot against FTR.
I'm here for that. I think I'd pay more attention to that if we had Cope and Christian Cage run against those guys.
I don't know, dude. I'm for it. I love ENC. I guess they're not ENC anymore. ANC, I guess now, or CNC, Copeland and Cage. I don't know what they even call their tag team now. But yeah, dude, I'm always gonna be for that. That's my childhood right there, and they both still got it. So
yeah, they're going.
Dude, run the tank empty, please, because I fucking love you guys. I do still have a dad, though, so I don't need Christian to... I don't need a new dad. I got a good one, but still like you.
One of the best. You got one of the best.
All right. Bodyslam.net says, although Royce Keys was backstage at Raw this week, well, it's last week now, he will be a SmackDown superstar going forward. So I was wrong. I thought he would sign with Raw because Trick just signed with SmackDown.
Can I just?
So they're really trying to
get a draft, please.
Did you see that Universe mode this year on WWE 2K26 is going to have a draft in Universe mode? I got so excited. Plus all the news that came out this week about the game, dude. I'm not even going to start because I'm going to talk to you for an hour about it.
I'm going to pre-order it this week.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm pre-ordering.
Yep, I think we're supposed to get our taxes this week, and I'm going to be pre-ordering it as well.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, God, I don't know why I had so much Dave Meltzer shit. I don't know if it's just because I felt like I needed to shit on somebody. Maybe I'm pissed off that I can't walk. I don't know what it is.
I was going to say, your ankle hurts, so you hate yourself. So you just wanted to rub it in, I guess.
I guess. Let's see how you feel about this one.
Oh.
It's got your boy in it. Dave Meltzer said the teased Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi match is not 100% for WrestleMania 42, although it could definitely happen. Dave, that's like me going, they're not saying that Conway Twitty is going to have a match at WrestleMania, but it could happen.
And I'll even make it a little bit more basic for us normal people, right?
He's going to wear them tight-fitting jeans.
I'm not saying that Tyler's going to love spaghetti next time they make it, but it could happen.
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I need Obafemi and Brock Lesnar to be at SummerSlam or whatever his last match is going to be. Mostly because I want to go to it.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I'm hoping that we're able to go.
Yeah, we're going to have to work that out.
I just, with TKO's prices, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. And we might just, settle on a house show that happens around that time in Rochester.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
I just need to see CM Punk one time. I missed the boat on seeing Brett Favre. I have a fucking 4 tattooed on my arm when I was 16 because I love Brett fucking Favre, and the number 4 was my number for every single sport I ever did. I never got to see him play live. I can't do the same thing with Punk. I can't do it. I refuse.
As well you should.
In response to a rumor, you're going to like this one. In response to a rumor about Grayson Waller being the masked mystery man who attacked Braun Breaker at the Royal Rumble, Corey Hayes of Bodyslam.net said, quote, WWE expects Seth Rollins back before WrestleMania, which is why they ran the angle, end quote. Waller will not be a part of the angle in kayfabe when the masked man is revealed. Was it Grayson Waller?
Anyway.
Did we all missed it?
No, that guy was too short to be Grayson Waller.
That's what I thought too. The guy was short.
Grayson Waller's a tall guy. He's
fucking tall.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Grayson Waller. So I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, a better chance of being El Grande Americano than it's Grayson Waller.
Oh. Maybe you just sparked a new fucking.
I'm not.
You might just start something new here. Wait, no. He doesn't have a beard. This guy had a blonde beard. He had a Tyler beard.
Did he not have a beard when he came out in Royal Rumble? I thought he did.
Did he?
I thought he did.
Oh shit! He's already wearing a mask.
The old
they only had to
Grande.
get
Let me look. Hold on. I'm thinking he did. I think he did. Hold on. Yeah, it's more brown though than blonde.
Yeah, it's just not black, so it's not Finn.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It could be Grande Americano, or it couldn't be. Oh, look, I'm as good as Dave Meltzer.
Pretty much. All right, we got 2 more, and we're out of here.
All right.
In multiple interviews this week.
By the way.
What's that?
I'm taking shots of beer now, by the way.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Didn't burp. I was just breathing hard. In multiple interviews this week, the Bella Twins have credited Nick Khan with finally making Bree's return to WWE happen and revealed they've been getting coaching and training from Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, credit to him, being able to put that aside and train him for a return to WWE. But there's not many people better to train you. You know what they say?
One of the best technical wrestlers of all time. I put him in the top 5 with Bret Hart.
You know what they say? Those who can't do, teach. And we all know how I feel about Bryan Danielson. So
yeah, and then there's he who shall not be named, CB, who would also be in the top 5.
Oh.
William Regal.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Who better to? Can I just say Brie and Nikki showing up at Raw, the crowd was very fucking flat.
I
And it was Philly.
That's gonna be the case for them. I don't think that they.
Well,
are as
because
big
they
as
turned
wanna be.
Nikki heel, and now they're all of
Yeah.
a sudden supposed to just forget all this heel shit that she did. You bring
Yeah,
Brie back. Bella
I
twins
don't
are
think it's gonna
back.
be.
Hey, by the way, it's Philadelphia, and I'm fucking Cooper DeJean. And then Cooper DeJean
Right.
goes on Pat McAfee and goes, "Yeah, I don't have a relationship." What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I don't. It's wild. I don't. Again, I've never been. I didn't watch them when they were big and when they were in their heyday. But even just seeing their stuff, I've never been a huge fan of Nikki and Brie. I just haven't.
Really?
Well, it was more social media than it was wrestling for me. I felt like they were big because they were big with the Total Divas and the social media stuff and all of that, and I just didn't. I didn't really value their wrestling ability over that, and so to me, it just never was a big deal if they were going to come back or not. But again, this is me speaking from a very
You
ignorant place
missed a
because I
big
didn't
chunk.
watch them.
Yeah, you missed a big chunk because they got that
Yeah.
show because of their wrestling ability. The same as Natalia, because she is
I'm
the most technical female wrestler that there has ever been.
I think she belongs in that
Natty.
top 5 conversation
Sorry.
you were just having.
Don't fucking attack
So.
me. It's Natty now. It's not Natalia. It's
Natty.
Natty.
No, I think she belongs in that top 5 conversation you were just having. But I just again I say this because I'm ignorant, not because I didn't follow their career and I think they're trash. I'm saying I just didn't really. I never got the hype. I never really understood it. But there's a lot of people I feel that way for. John Cena was one of them because I didn't watch him. Like I skipped most of John Cena's career.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's not. That's
You
I
were
don't
there
mean that
for
to be
Thugonomics,
disrespectful.
and then you came back in, and he was already
Right.
Mr. fucking Family Guy.
Yeah, I don't mean to
You
be
missed the
disrespectful.
in-between part. Yeah.
It's just me saying I don't know their game. I don't know their game. So
I would put Nikki and Brie up against. That's all right. Nikki's already shown what she can do with the talent that we have now. So I'm gonna
Right.
put her aside. I'm gonna put Brie. I would put Brie up against most of the women's locker room and say that she's gonna hang with no rust.
we'll see. I guess the tag team division where it's at right now will be a good measuring stick for them, and I hope that they come in and
I
they
think
can.
that's all they're here for. I think
Yeah.
they just it's the best women's tag team of all time, but they ran a tag team when there was no tag team titles. There was really no women's tag team division even at that time. I mean, there was
Yeah.
a little spurt here and here, but the
Yeah.
best women's tag team of all time deserves to have a women's tag team championship run under their belt before. I think aren't they already in the Hall of Fame?
I think so, but I think that I agree with you. I would like to see them have that run. I want to see it. I want to witness it. It sucks that I'm getting it in the twilight of their career. Again, like a John Cena, and some of the others. But I want to see it. I want to hope. I hope that it's good. I hope that it's going to be great. I think the tag team division is really good right now. I mean, you got Rhea Ripley and Io Sky at the top of that division, and like
I called that shit too, didn't I? At the New Year,
You did.
I was like, that's
But
gonna
the
happen.
fact that they don't have a tag team music yet tells me that's not going to last long. So,
I like what they do though. They start with EO and she comes out, and then her song immediately turns into fucking My Brutality.
Yeah.
I don't think they need a tag team song. I think their entrance is great.
I've noticed that when they don't have a combined entrance, they don't last long as a tag team. That's men and women. So
I don't know.
because they don't see the value in figuring that out.
And EO touches Rhea like when my wife is in the mood, which also throws me out a little bit.
Yeah, listen, I don't. Yeah. My wife gets in the mood when Rio touches Rhea. We'll just put it like that. When EO touches Rhea, woof. I'm like, hey,
Can we at least say that they're a little too touchy?
It's going to be a night.
I think they're doing it on purpose to pop themselves to see people like freak out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really do think that's
It's
what
good
it is.
stuff. It's quality television. That's all I know.
100%.
Yeah.
Where are we? Okay, I did that one. We got 2 more yet. We need 23. Okay. Oh, I did 23. All right, last one.
All right.
Yeah, okay, this one. I agree with this, by the way. Before I even say it, I
Before
agree
we
with
even
this.
say it, yeah.
Before I even say it, I agree with this, and you'll get why. Our last story of the night. WrestleVotes says even though John Cena is retired now, hit the computer, my bad. There is no plans for him to be in the Hall of Fame class of 2026. There's some speculation that this is because Stephanie McMahon is already announced as this year's headliner. So
Right.
WWE is saving Cena's induction to headline a different year.
Fine.
He needs
Yep,
to be the
I'm with
headliner
that.
of whatever year he's inducted in.
I mean, that's the thing. He is the headliner of whatever year he's inducted. So you can't
I
have
think they just
somebody
don't want
who
to take
should
the
be
clout
equally
away
as
from
big.
Stephanie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's the headliner no matter what. So if he goes in, he's going to overshadow Stephanie, and then it's okay. I get it. They don't want that to happen, and I'm fine with that.
I mean, I've watched wrestling from, I don't know, since I was 2, 3 years old. Does Stephanie deserve to be a headliner?
Stephanie owns the company. It's fine. I mean, not literally, but you know what I mean.
But yeah, but is it
Yeah.
just...
I
is
do
that
think Stephanie
nepotism?
played a very
Is
big
that
role.
nepotism?
No, I don't think so. I think she played a huge role in the Attitude Era. I think she played a very vital role during the Triple H becoming Triple H. I think her with the Ministry of Darkness was huge. Her with as an authority figure was huge. I think Stephanie has been and then now when the company's not even in her family's control anymore, she's playing an even bigger role. And so I truly believe Stephanie is as vital to the company as anybody has ever been. I respect her a lot. So this is coming from a place of respect because she went through some shit with her creepy ass dad. And came out of that and really made herself into what I consider a powerhouse. So I think it's fine. I'm okay with it. And I think she deserves the flowers.
Her dad pushed a narrative where when she was pregnant, he wanted to be the dad.
Yeah,
and then when that
exactly
was shot down, his second one was, well, how about Shane's the dad?
Yeah, no,
what are we doing?
That's exactly what I was referring to. Creepy fuck. So I've been on my personal page, which I gotta tell Aaron not to tag me in kayfabe stuff on my personal page because you guys don't need that heat. I've been on a roll of calling people punk bitches on Twitter lately. So I will tell you that Edda has been listening to the words I say, and she has been repeating my swear words in the same cadence and tone that I've been saying them. So last night we were leaving to go to the dance, and Marissa slipped on ice. And I was like, fuck ice. Obviously play on the whole fuck ice thing.
Yeah.
And she was slipping. And I hear in the back, she goes, fuck ice. And I was like, well, if that's going to be your first swear word, I guess we got to lean into it. So my daughter's an activist now.
Fucking, see, same thing happened today. Because, me and Cassie, play argue all the time. Because that's our relationship. It's just, I think I sat on the couch and I said, ow, because my ankle. And she goes, don't be a bitch. And then Cece goes, yeah, bitch. And I was like, nice, good one. Real good.
Look, we can't play fight. And we can't, first of all, the dog attacks me if we, get after each other. But I was scolding Ezra for something the other day. And really getting after him. He was being a bit of a jerk. And he was really getting after him. And Edda comes up to me. She's like, Papa, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, me and Ezra are talking. She's like, yeah, but what's wrong? You mad? And I was like, get the fuck away from me right now. Like,
Just escalates the whole thing.
Yeah, she does not like anybody talking to her brother aggressively or frustratingly at all. Like, you cannot speak to him in any type of tone that is not pleasant, because she will come at you. She's like, what's... It's like she stood in between me. We were sitting, and he was on the couch. I was on the chair. She walked in between us and looked at me like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm talking to your brother right now. Yeah, what's wrong? Go sit with your mother, please.
This whole part would be so great for your upcoming podcast.
I know. We're gonna talk. It's gonna come. This is gonna be probably the first conversation on it. So hopefully all four of us will be on that, and we can do some cool stuff with it.
I can't wait.
I'm close. I'm really close. I'm close.
I say that to my wife all the time, and she goes, "Shut up." But right. So hit us with the socials, and then we can plug our other shows, and then we'll be out of here.
Yep. All right, really quick, man.
Very nice.
Nice and clean. Kayfabe Marks Podcast everywhere. Kayfabe.Marks Podcast in our email. If you search it, Kayfabe Marks Podcast, you'll find us. If you find another show, it ain't us. But reach out to us, guys. Reach out to us. We've got
I don't want to happening. I don't want to get heat or anything. Yes, I do. I don't want to get heat or anything.
Yeah.
But there's that other podcast that has a really similar name to us, and they're just a bunch of fucking ass clowns.
Yeah, I don't know them personally, but I probably would agree with you. Yeah. So, all right, what do you got? So the Fatherhood Podcast is coming soon. I'm working on it. I did just find out really quick, just a plug for what I'm doing creatively in my life. We just got word that we are going to be in a craft show in April. For the shirts and tumblers and stuff. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna pour a lot of my extra time, any of my extra time that I have, into getting ready for that. That's in April, but before that, once I get everything together in that, I really want to get this fatherhood thing off the tracks and get it going.
It's a podcast that needs to happen, because there are so many mom podcasts out there, and there's no representation for us really.
I gotta be able to devote some, because I want to try to record a few episodes in a row, and that's what we're doing
with straightforward comedy. Like, I'm recording our second episode later today. We still haven't released anything yet.
That's okay. Yeah, I want to record a few in a row, but I got to devote the brain power to it. It's not going to be a long podcast. I'm talking like maybe a half hour weekly or every other week. I don't even know about that yet, but it won't be huge. It won't be like a big, long, huge discussion. We'll have specials like we do here with us. Mm-hmm. It'll be the opposite. The specials will be much longer rather than shorter like we do them. But it's cooking to be something fun. It's cooking to be something fun, educational, and probably some therapy for a lot of fathers out there. So.
Yeah, it's not 1955 anymore, and dads are very present now. At least us.
Look at that dad, daughter, dad.
Any other dad that I know is very present. I know that there's always going to be that percentage that aren't, but I think now more than ever, dads are more present, and we need some representation.
There were 100 dads in the gyms with their daughters at this dance I went to. It was packed. And so I'm saying, like, it's needed out there. Us dads we don't have to be the stoic, stand our ground and go into our den and never talk to our children or our wife and just come out and eat dinner and then go to sleep. We don't have to be that anymore, right? We need to be more than that. We need to be better than that. So that's what this is going to focus on. That's what this is going to push towards.
You know how many times I've watched Frozen and K-pop Demon Hunters? Now ask me how many times I wanted to watch those.
0. I'll tell you what, my wife's the only one that watches K-pop Demon Hunters in this house. But Monsters, Inc. We have watched Monsters, Inc. 15 times in the last 2 weeks.
And did you guys get into Monsters University too, or was it just the first one?
She's not as big into that one. She really likes
the first
Monsters,
one?
Inc. Yeah. So, but we watched it. She will watch it. I did find out this week Etta is really into martial arts movies. I put on Ip Man, one of my favorite. I'm a big martial arts movies guy. One of my
Try
favorite
Kung
ones
Fu
is.
Panda.
Well, I love Kung Fu. And really quick, I know we're up against it. In college, I had a DVD player, right, on my TV.
Yep.
I didn't have cable or anything. And this DVD player would play in a loop. And so I would switch out 2 DVDs. And it would just loop. And then as soon as I turned it on, it would just be a random part of the movie. It was Kung Fu Panda, and the other one was Talladega Nights. But Kung Fu Panda is one of my all-time favorites. Ezra loves Kung Fu Panda. I think we're gonna watch that soon. I forgot all about it. We got to bring that up. But
me and Cece Friday, because she stayed home Thursday and Friday with me to help fucking Dad carry stuff from the kitchen to the living room, so I don't have to crawl on my hands and knees like I'm worried about commies shooting at me.
Valid fear.
That's a dad fear. It's coming to fruition. We watched Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet because we've watched the first one. We've never watched the second one. The second one's not as good. Really?
My favorite movie is, just Wreck-It Ralph. I have a Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. It was still really good, but I still like the first one so much more.
Yeah. Did you know that? I have a Wreck-It Ralph tattoo.
No, I did not know that.
I'm going to send it to you guys. It's pretty fucking dope. Yeah, it's right here on my leg. I'm not going to show everybody because I'm not trying to take my pants off. My wife says that I'm not supposed to do that on the internet, no matter how much they want to pay me.
Dude, I'm wearing fucking... Look at that. I'm wearing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajamas. I've never worn pants on the show once.
So, anyway, I'll send you the picture, and it's dope, man. It's right here. It's the Wreck-It Ralph. But that was because Ezra loved it. I loved it. It's got that quote. I'm
gonna wreck it.
Bad guys quote.
Oh, what's the bad guys quote?
Oh goodness. Being. I'll show you.
Yeah, dude, it's your tattoo. How can you not?
I know. I'm just. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. I want to say it right because I did edit it. Hold on. This is weird. Hold on.
All right. Well, while he's doing that,
yeah.
Check out True Crime on Tap. Our TikTok is still banned for some reason, even though cartel videos and people getting shot in the face and everything else doesn't get banned. But for some reason, ours got banned. The new episode this week about ghosts, hometown haunts, part 2, very good. You can see us at True Crime on Tap on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and a couple other places. So go check that out.
iHeartRadio. Okay. The tattoo says, "I will never be good, and that's not bad." It's the bad guy creed that they do in the circle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which, are you done? We're ready to go? Because that leads me into, remember, guys, like we always say, we love you, we care about you. I'm wearing my Continue shirt because I've seen a lot of pain out there lately. I've seen a lot of hurt out there lately, and I want you to know that we want you here. We need you here. Stay, continue, fight, and always remember, bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Nailed it.
We love you guys.
Did it? It didn't say stop for me.